contagion on our lips. Well, I don't care. We can touch and feel forbidden bliss. They can't stop us now. I won't let you feel alone, because I love so.
That was such not the best transition ever. Welcome to another episode of the Musecast podcast. And that was a cover of Verona by a muser, Sasha Lee Collins. Thank you so much for contributing it. I like to have musers feature, I like to feature muser covers. So if you have a cover you want to send, especially of Will the People, please send them to me on Instagram. I'm your host, Andres Lucia. I don't know if I said that. But let's bring in our guest host, co-host for tonight. She's back, I think, for the third time. Dun dun dun, dun. Crystal! Woohoo!
Thank
She's
you.
back. So hello everyone to who's in the comments right now. We are going to be talking about Will of the People. Yes, there's a lot to say about this album. I'm kind of surprised, but Crystal, let's just start with before we start, we're going to talk about our quick thoughts on it, the fan reactions and the critic reactions, and then get to your comments. All right, so Crystal, overall, just what did you think of the album? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What?
I actually did like it. I heard it all the way through from beginning to end, and once it ended, I was like, well, that was a really good album. Roller coaster ride for sure. Because you have your upbeat music, and then you get your slow, I'm ready to cry music, and then back up and then back down, and it's just like, whoa. It was so much emotion.
All right, so roller coaster. All right, so she liked it. She's on team overall. Liked it, and I don't know if you guys know from looking at. Oh, she's on team. Actually owns the album.
Yes.
So,
in case you guys don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. So I'm on team. Still does not have the album, even though I pre-ordered it. But I'm also on team. Liked the album. I've been listening to it nonstop. Every song. There's not a song that I skip. There's one song on one album I do skip. Not gonna say which one, but anyways, it's the only Muse song I'll skip. But anyway, yeah, this one I love all the songs. It's definitely, just like Crystal said, like a roller coaster. It's like I want to cry listening to Verona and Ghosts, and then other times I'm happy with Euphoria, and then We Are F and F. It's yeah. So it's a lot. I think there's a little bit. I feel like there's maybe a song for almost every mood on this album. So it's definitely, I feel, one of Muse's most just varied albums. There's a lot of variety on this album. There's you got the metal, you got the Adele sound with Ghosts. Because I was because now after I did my reaction to Ghosts, and then listening to it later, I was like, oh, this is the song that Matt was talking about when he said he did an Adele song. Because then I was singing along to it, and I was like, oh, I get it now. Because not that I speak like Adele, but because I'm a female and hearing it from a female voice, I was like, oh, that's what he meant. Okay. Because I could totally see Adele singing it for sure. So guys, before we get into we're gonna get into the critic reviews. Not gonna take very long on that, but I just kind of wanted to show the different reactions there. So we're gonna say a real quick hi to everyone who's been leaving comments. So Sylvester 4, hello, hi. Will, hello. This album, is about you, Will of the people. You're of the people. Juan Guerrero, hello from Paraguay. Hello, wow, Paraguay, awesome. Yeah, let us know like where you're from. We want to see like the audience, where you guys coming from. Trev Cornwall, hello, you gals. Hi, Will. Hello from the UK. Okay, so we got Paraguay, we got UK, we got US with us. All right, Silverster 4. I think it's a fantastic album. Woohoo! So you're on team liked it. Will love the album from start to finish. Awesome. I wonder if there's anyone who didn't like the album who's gonna watch. I'm just curious. If you don't like the album, like let us know. We want to see. We're gonna beat you up. No, I'm just kidding. No. Silverstone 4, so good, especially Verona, and we are F and F'd. Okay. Silverstone 4, I'm sad I still don't have the album that I pre-ordered back in March. Same. And it hasn't shipped yet. I've had issues with the Muse store in the past where it had never arrived, so I'm concerned. Yeah. I had the same issue. I ordered like 2 shirts and they never got here. So I just like canceled them. I was like, I've been waiting like 3 months for shirts. Are they coming?
Take forever.
Yeah, so I just got a refund because I was like, I don't know if it's ever gonna come. Trev Cornwall, it's like all Muse albums. It's a grower. I do actually really like the album. Okay. Oh, yeah, also let us know if like, guys, I know some people like didn't like it at first, but then they liked it. So if you're one of those people who like you didn't like it at first, but now you like it, let us know. Matthews Kevin, can we say that we say that is the best album up to now, or it's too early? Will the people? Well, I mean, I feel like it's like an opinion, it doesn't mean like it's definitely the best album. Like I feel like everyone's gonna have like different opinions on what the best Muse album is. So Trev Cornwall, I'm near London. Okay, so another UK person. Silverstore 4, beat some sense into the haters. No. I don't want to be violent. Silver Saint, Verona is the worst song on the album. Ooh, okay. All right. Tell us why. Tell us why you think it's the worst. Juan, I just wanted to hear Liberation on live. Ooh, that would be amazing. Yeah, for sure. Yes. That one's like on the same kind of like Supremacy, kind of that same kind of like vibe. Like could see here at the like Olympics or something. Finger Joel, I still say that Will of the People's the best they've made since the Resistance, although all the albums are good. Okay, so 4 Verona is so emotional. It's a journey through space. It's so good. Okay, so very different opinions on Verona. Sasha Lee Collins, thank you for featuring my cover. Oh, no problem. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, that was Will. Not Will. Sasha and his girlfriend. So if you hear the female voice on there, that was his girlfriend too. So good job, you guys. Trev Cornwall, controversial. Will, my favorites at the moment are Ghost, and you make me feel like it's Halloween. Oh, so you like all the ones with the creepy, spooky names. Okay, titles, Ghost and Halloween. All right, so guys, let's go into the critics real quick. I don't have the screenshots. Don't worry, I'm not gonna read like the entire review, but I don't know. I don't really read, first of all, reviews for albums or movies or anything, because like I like to just form my own opinion, and I feel like with reviews it's going to influence like how I think about something. So I just kind of want to form my own opinion. So I don't really read reviews, but just for this one, for the discussion, I looked them up. And I don't know how pitchfork.com usually, like if they usually
I saw that one.
Yeah, Sasha Geffen did not like she did not seem to like Will of the People, but also like I feel like she doesn't understand Muse. I feel like she like just from her review, I feel like I just wanted to tell her like, Muse doesn't take themselves too seriously. Like I feel like she took the album too seriously, and I wanted to be like, Muse doesn't take themselves that seriously. Like they were like, so okay, so let's see. So she said that like the UK band slaps a shiny new label on the grafted remains of better songs and calls it the 9th Muse albums. And then she said, Muse pilfer from themselves and everyone else, cramming their hoard, into a tightly produced display case. You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween hits the seasonal nail squarely on the head with a mockery of Vincent Price's Thriller epilogue. I don't I don't think it was a mockery of that. Okay. And then Won't Stand Down spits up the subwoofer wubs of Imagine Dragons, Cultural Pollutant, Radioactive, and AWOL Nation's actually pretty decent single sale. And Muse's own Supermassive Black Hole 2 on Verona, where Bellamy at least remembers that songs sound better when they have a vocal melody. A trebly loop from the Edge's discard pile jangles at half speed. Oh my god. Yeah, so she's basically like saying that like they're just copying from like everyone or like taking things from every other artist and themselves as well, and it's like just not that good. So that's kind of like I guess like her vibe, her opinion.
But
About
if you
the
think
album.
about it, there's a lot of artists that do that too. But that's
Mhm.
just how it goes, you know. You gotta take inspiration, bits and pieces, and then just create it your own way. And that's what Muse did. That's what
Yeah.
they've been doing.
And then she said that when Bellamy rattles off a list of apocalyptic buzzwords on "We Are F and F'd," the rot in the pit burbles to the fore. If you musicians with all the means in the world are happy to slap a shiny new label on the grafted remains of better songs and call it the ninth Muse album, what investment could they have in anything? Why dig deep for the hard questions of the world, its politics, its future, when you could look around and declare the whole thing game over? Why trouble yourself with the distinctions between genuine collectivism and despotic mind control? Okay, first of all, like all this, I was like, girl, you're taking this too seriously. Like, I just want to be like, you don't know Muse? Like, Muse, they make fun of themselves a lot. They don't take themselves that seriously. And like you took the album too serious. I feel like she doesn't get Muse. So that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, yeah, like you said, other artists do like take influences from other, like if you listen to music, you're probably, and you're a musician, you're probably going to be influenced by it somehow.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just say Pitchfork did not really like the album. But I just want to be like, Sasha, have you listened? I guess she has listened to other ones, but I don't know. I just want to be like, have you like, do you know like Muse, like the personality, like they don't take themselves too seriously. You might think it's like a little too bombastic and stuff, but it's like they also know it's ridiculous. Like they also
Yeah.
know it's ridiculous. So like just have a little bit of sense of humor, girl. It's okay. And then The Guardian gave it 3 out of 5 stars. But I don't know, he seemed like okay, so this review but was by Phil Mongredian. So he said that, let's see. Okay. So he said, Muse's angst isn't confined to state of the world addresses either. The personal misery of an abusive relationship is dissected on You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween. One way or another, a sense of dread permeates almost every song. Unfortunately, the message is diluted by the inevitably OTT hysteria of the delivery. The trio's arrangements frequently overwhelming Bellamy's words in a blizzard of musical gymnastics. There are echoes of Queen at their most overblown throughout, most notably on Liberation, along with the band's usual cross-pollination of genres. First of all, like Matt kind of acknowledged that's a Queen song, so it's like you guys saying that is like not like new. like Muse knows that. They know it's like a Queen song, so it's not like, ooh, you got them. Oh my gosh, they were trying to hide that it was a Queen song, you know? Or like Queen influence type song. Like no. But yeah, he said it's all constantly inventive rather than dull, but also endearingly daft rather than chilling. Okay. Still, that makes for Muse's most enjoyable album since the 2000s. Okay. So he said most enjoyable album since 2000s, but I guess just not like the best ever. Enemy.com gave it 4 out of 5. I feel like since Enemy is like a UK magazine, I feel like they kind of understand Muse better because also I think they've just known about Muse more than like the American market. Or well, the Guardian is the UK too, but I think the Guardian's more older people. So maybe they don't get Muse as much. Enemy, I feel like it's a little bit more hip.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the review was by Andy Price, and he said that Will of the People was the band's most politically on point album to date. For sure. I mean, that was one thing that was kind of interesting when I was watching Matt Bellamy's interview with Zane Lowe. He was like saying, like, was it Zane Lowe or I saw several interviews where maybe it was like the Audacity one. I don't know. He did, but he was basically saying like the interviews were saying like, okay, so you guys have talked about this kind of topics before in other albums, but it was more like fictional. But like this time it was more like it was actually happening. It was like real.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like pretty interesting. And let's see. Yeah, so basically overall like Enemy, they liked it. So cuz yeah, so okay, I'm just gonna read the last part of it, like the summary. He said, Muse's full-blooded return to the rock out may sound like a retreat, but this violent energy emphasizes the record's urgency. The colossal Killer Be Killed, a reflection of capitalism's empathy-free Darwinian spine, boils with legitimate fury, complete with double bass drum stomp, deathcore growls, and its satisfying Tom Morello-like riff, which rides hard on the whammy pedal. Here, Muse reworked the type of metal pop template that once yielded such old-school stompers such as Dead Star and Stockholm Syndrome. And in case anyone doesn't know, Muse self-produced this album. Usually I prefer Muse to work with a producer because I feel like their better albums are when they have another producer. So as far as like their self-produced albums, I think this one was like, for me, this one's like one of the better ones. So what do you have anything to say about that, Crystal?
I actually saw an interview with Chris saying his opinion on having a producer versus not having a producer, and he did say the band as a whole, they go off and on, flip-flop on their opinion on that, because they say, when they do it as just a band with no producer, they're gonna do what they want. They don't have an outside person telling them what to do. But then other times they're like, you know what? Yeah, we need a producer to kind of get an outsider point of view when they're recording. Then they could hear someone saying, you know what? Maybe you could do this, and then it kind of gives them the idea of what to change or when not to change.
Yep.
So yeah, I see it from their point of view, how you could pick if you want one or not. But this one was good with no producer.
Yeah. It's kind of like, because I work in the film industry and I'm a filmmaker, it's kind of like a director who edits his own film. So like they don't have the outside perspective of like another editor being like, you need to cut this out. This is like, that can be either good or bad. If like, because I've seen some directors that like edit their own stuff and it's fine, but other ones, they just like the movie's too long. Like they keep shots that are unnecessary. And it's like, for them, it's like, you need an editor. You need someone to come and like cut all that stuff out. So it's the same with like a producer with a band. But I just think it's like, it just depends on the band. But I feel like Muse is like humble enough where like they know like maybe we need to get rid of this stuff. So let's see what some of the fans have to say, and then we'll get into the other awesome fun facts that Crystal found, and also to some of the fan reactions to the album. So Will said, my favorites at the moment. Oh yeah, I already read that one. Navier Stokes, do you cry in some songs? Ghost made me really sad. What about you, Crystal?
I know it's a love song, but like Verona kind of made me teary-eyed, and it was one of those where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna put repeat just so I could cry more.
Yeah,
like,
that
I'm not done crying.
Yeah, that one I feel like it will make me cry at some point, because it is like pretty sad. Well, like when he's like, I will be like kind of, I won't leave you in the dark or something like that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. Oh, so sweet. It's more like crying because it's like so sweet.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I know it's not sad, but I want to cry, so I'm gonna put the song on.
Yeah. And Matthews, Kevin, it's crazy. Like Matt, make me suffer for some ex-toxic relationship like Ghost with Ghost. Trev, I feel Simulation Theory is a high bar. The show is incredible, especially in a stadium. I still absolutely love Absolution. Oh yeah, as a show, like a live show, yeah, Simulation Theory is like amazing. Yeah. Silver Saint, Verona reminds me of Madness. I don't get the hype about those songs. Okay. Yeah, like I'm not the biggest fan of Madness, but like I don't know, I like Verona way more.
I like Madness.
Yeah. Finger Joel, at Silver Saint, to me it was like Eternally Missed. Oh, okay. Oh, we're Eternally Missed. I love that song. Silver Star 4. Won't Stand Down is Far From Imagine Dragons, right? Like, what the frick?
I heard that, and I was like, "What?"
Are you crazy? Like, I don't think you know enough about Muse, like, to say that. It's its own thing. Trev Cornwell, I feel like Simulation Theory was a great album, better show. I love the heavier song, especially Kill or Be Killed. Halloween is growing on me as well. Okay, I love that one. Like, I love that one right away. It's so, like, it's just fun and just very catchy too. Well, I mean, it's like fun to sing along to, but like the subject matter is not really fun.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Javier, what the F Won't Stand Down is far. Okay. What? Okay. I guess you're also green. Yeah, it's Far From Imagine Dragons. Silver Saint, At Finger Joel, Eternally Missed is one of my favorite songs. Verona just seems boring to me. Okay. Trev it's so funny, like a lot of people are saying, like, I now I see the U2 reference, like kind of the sound when some people are saying like, oh, it kind of sounds like U2, and I get it, but for me, I first thought of Placebo because it reminded me of, like, I think one of their songs called Peeping Tom. So if you're a Placebo fan, it kind of reminded me of that song. Trev Cornwell, apparently this is a greatest hits or all their best bits. Yeah. Matt said that in a lot of the interviews, that they would like look back at their, like, all the songs they've done, and it's like, what haven't we done? What can we do better? And because they didn't want to put out just like greatest hits. And I'm so glad that they didn't do that, because, like, I mean, they have a lot of hits, but like sometimes I feel it's just like, oh, when I see someone do that, it's just like, oh, they just need to make money real quick. Like, especially when it's an artist that, like, I don't feel like it's time, like, it's too early. Like, let's say like Hilary Duff, greatest hits. I think I saw that, and I was like, Hilary Duff, I don't, it's not time for your greatest hits yet. Like, let's calm down, Hilary Duff. Okay, like, I'm not saying she's a bad person. She seems really nice, but like, I feel like some artists, they go way too soon with the greatest hits. I'm like, just wait, maybe like 10, 20 more years. Okay, just like, calm down. Muse, they could put out one, but they didn't want to.
Yeah.
So they made a whole new
like
album.
It's gonna be 9 albums worth of greatest hits.
Right. Silver Star 4, Anthony Fantano hated the album so much. Who's Anthony? Do I know him? I don't know who he is. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, who's Anthony?
Yeah, we don't know who is. He like a YouTuber or a reviewer? I don't know who that is. Silver Star 4, cross-pollination reference. Or maybe not. Maybe coincidence. I don't know what you guys are talking about right now. Maybe you guys have your own conversation. Finger Joel, it'd be funny if the songs were played live right before or after a similar one. Oh, okay. Example, Liberation and then US Liberation. Oh, okay, that would be I feel like that'd be kind of like a cool idea, like a little medley of like the similar songs. Like they can add Kill or Be Killed, Won't Stand Down, to like the metal medley, because they already had a metal medley, which I loved. They could just add those songs onto there, and then maybe end with We Are FNF. Okay, never mind. We'll get to that one later because I saw the thing that they were saying. Trev Cornwell, I love The Resistance, which they self-produced. Yeah, that was like, yeah. So they self-produced that one. For me, my favorite part there was the symphony. They need more symphonies. Come on, Muse, more symphonies, please. Yes. Finger Joel, didn't know that. Let's see. Yeah, in Second Law. Yeah. Oh yeah, that they self-produced them. Silver Star 4, I'm a filmmaker and I direct and edit my own stuff and include so many unnecessary shots and angles because I worked hard on them, so I definitely need an editor. Yeah, I get it, but like I see it as like, because I edit my own stuff too, but like I think I'm getting better at like getting rid of unnecessary things. Even with my YouTube videos, like I call it, well, other people also call it, it's cutting the fat. And so like it's like unnecessary, or if I like something that I shot, and if I feel like it's going to confuse people or take them out of the film or the video, or just take them out of it, even though I like it, I'll take it out. That, because like it's about, the person that's watching it, like you don't want them to be like turned off, like, oh well, I don't like this or whatever. So yeah, and sometimes like if I really like something, I might include at the end for like bloopers or outtakes or something, but I feel like that helps me to get rid of stuff, like, or if I feel like it's gonna bore people. Yeah, if I feel like people are gonna be bored, they're gonna be confused, it's gonna take them out of the whatever they're watching, I take it out. I'm like, I want them to keep watching. So maybe if you think about it that way, that might help you get rid of some stuff. And also just like have someone watch it, just be like, you know, what do you think? When should I, like, are you bored right now? tell them when, like, just be like, when would you get bored watching this? And then they can tell you when to cut it. Silverster 4, it draws the film runtime way out to the point where it's boring. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why you can't have it be boring. Like, just like, I feel like as an editor, you kind of know when, at least I do, like, I'll be watching something, I just have a natural, like, okay, cut there. But maybe some people have a hard time with that. Trev Cornwall, Euphoria gives me chills on the chorus. Yeah. I already have, like, because, like, I'm a filmmaker, I already have an idea of, like, a music video I would shoot for Euphoria. I'm not gonna say the idea because I don't want people to steal it, but, like, Muse hit me up. Like, I have a, like, I think it would be a cool idea. So, Finger Joel, I suppose it's always good to have a second opinion. Yes, I think so. I think it definitely helps. So they're all agreeing about that. Sasha Lee, Madness and Verona are some of my favorite Muse songs. Okay, so, you know, he likes it. I like Verona more than Madness. But yeah, you know, you like both. That's good. We're gonna have a podcast episode all about Madness. Just about Madness. Navier Stokes, I love if they do a song with the riff at the end of Map the Problematic at Apollo 2022. Oh, that'd be cool. They have so many good songs. It's now, like, with more and more songs, it's like, which ones do they include? It must be so hard. Okay, Silverster 4 said Anthony Fantano was a very big music review with a large fan base. He's pretty popular, but his opinions are controversial. Oh, well, yeah, that's why I don't really watch like or read reviews, because, like, I'm gonna have my own opinions. So, but, like, also, like, because I feel like sometimes people think, like, reviewers, like, put them on, like, a pedestal, like, oh, if this reviewer I like doesn't like this movie or, you know, song or album, I'm not gonna like it. It's like, no, just form your own opinion. If you like it, you like it. Like, who cares? Troy McClanahan, hello. My favorite songs from the album are Halloween, Kill or Be Killed, and Euphoria. Halloween might be my favorite pop song they've made. Okay, yeah, I hope they play that a lot during Halloween. It gets more popular. Reviewer, Trev Cornwall with Genesis. Yes, love that one. Oh my god. Troy McClanahan. I wish they would have done a symphony, okay? Because they were like, oh, greatest hits. I'm like, well, you need more symphonies. Like, come on. You've only done one symphony. So that's another thing you could have included. It would have made the album a little bit longer. Another 3-part symphony.
Yes.
Just saying, Muse. It would have been 13 tracks instead of 10. It would have been a little bit longer. It probably would have ended up being my favorite song.
And we're fine with that.
Yeah, more Muse. And then, oh, sorry, I read that one. Will, someone said, We Are F and F had appalling language. I don't think he checked the track list. Yeah.
I saw that too. I saw someone left, like, a 1-star review on Amazon on the album saying that that song had the language and they couldn't play it in front of their kids. And I was like, well, it says it right there on the track list.
Yeah, did you
and
know?
You don't have to play it to your kids.
Right. Oh my god. There's freaking warnings. Like, even on, like, Spotify, it has the little E symbol.
Exactly.
Like, they warn you about explicit songs, so it's your fault if you're not educated and you don't read. like, sorry. Navier Stokes, what's your top 5 of this album? My top 5. Oh, I like a lot of them. I mean, okay, my number 1 for sure is gonna be We Are F and F. That's my number 1. And then the other 4, probably, I guess Ghost would be my 2. The other ones are not in order. So We Are F and F, then not in order. Ghosts, Won't Stand Down. I still love Won't Stand Down. Probably Euphoria. Last one.
Dude, this is hard. I'm looking at it.
Probably Kill or Be Killed. There we go. Those are my 5. Now, Crystal, you're 5.
Oh my god. Okay, so I know I like Verona. That one's my top favorite. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my gosh, don't make me pick. Okay, so Verona, and then I know I like Liberation for sure. I think that one's gonna be my second, and then the rest is not in order. I like Kill or Be Killed, Euphoria, and I'm gonna have to say Won't Stand Down.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Won't Stand Down still. That still gets me pumped up.
Yeah.
Trev Cornwall, It's All Subjective. Yes. Madness wasn't a fave, but came across great live, especially Rome. Yes. Emiliano, love the Queen presence in Liberation. Yes, I love Queen. So any Queen influence, I'm happy with, you know. Sylvester 4, all Muse songs are a symphony in my opinion. I only honestly don't think they have a bad song or album. And then he said, or he or she, sorry, I don't know. I mean, some songs are better than others, but none are bad by any means. All right. So Crystal, first of all, Crystal, just is there a way so we can see a little bit more of you? And if you can't adjust your camera, it's fine. So what? Because we want to see more of Crystal, right? Right, everyone. Let's see more of Crystal. More of Crystal. More. Because you see how like me on the screen, I'm like kind of.
I've been trying. Like I don't know if you notice, I'm trying to like lift myself up. But, like,
okay.
but
if
I
you can,
can't.
it's fine. It's just like we want to see more of you than the wall. So that's it. But
I know,
if you
I'm
can,
trying.
it's fine. Just wanted to try. All right. So now we wanted to go into some of the stuff that Crystal found. So I'm gonna pull it up here on the screen, and then Crystal, if you want to kind of like, you just kind of, if you want to go over it, and I'll just like move the screen according to like what you're talking about. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So she sent me this information. Oh, Bear, more of Crystal. See, there we go. All right. So let's see if I can like zoom in so I can see a little bit more. Can I zoom in? Make this a little bigger, or is this the biggest? Okay. So she sent me this in an email, everyone. So that's why you see all this other stuff. So just acronyms. I think we all pretty much like know the acronyms, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it all started getting jumbled up the more I was reading everything. I was like, wait, what was that again? So I just had to like type it down real quick. I was like, wait, what? It's not Won't Stand Down. It's not Will of the People. Because it's a lot of W's too. I was like, which one was that one again?
So the ones that people said that, yeah, that's what I noticed too. Like going through like pretty much like every song on the album, I'm like, okay, so this one sounds like this one reminds me of this one. So you found that too on here, right?
Yeah, and some of them I was kind of listening to it and I was like, okay, I could see where they're coming from on that. So like Will of the People, of course, everyone's already talked about it with Beautiful People, like the chant, the Beautiful People. Compliance, I never knew about this. I never saw the show, but I heard it sounded like I think I got it right. Knight Rider, the one with the car. It's like a show about a car. So I finally Googled it and I heard it and I was like, oh my gosh, that is Compliance. What the heck?
Yeah. And then also for me, I said Daft Punk. It kind of reminded me of the song Robot Rock by Daft Punk. I talked about that in my reaction for Compliance, but
I haven't even
at least
heard that
I had something a little bit different, but yeah.
Liberation, yeah, Queen. Everybody said that just from the backup vocals, how it goes from like, him singing with the soft vocals and then it just goes like bam with the backup. Won't Stand Down. So this one I heard, it's just that beginning part where it's like dee 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 dee. And everyone said that was Take on Me.
Yup.
Ghost. So I looked this up. It did kind of sound like a Britney Spears song called Every Time.
Oh my gosh, really? I love Britney, just so you know.
So I was listening to it and I went to like, I think it was at 36 seconds into the song and I heard it and I was like, oh my gosh, it does sound like that.
Right, 36 seconds into You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween? Or into Every Time?
Every Time. So when you hear it, then you could hear how it sounds like where Matt starts singing the chorus for Ghost. So it kind of matches up.
And also they did basically use a part from the Johann Strauss song Toccata and Fugue, which is a very popular, like you'll hear it during Halloween. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and it's like played on the organ. It's very popular, so they did take that, like that was like pretty much note from for note. But like that makes sense because Matt loves classical music. So at least
Yeah.
since I like classical music, I like that little bit of like influence right there. I was like, yay.
Yeah.
And
What else?
then oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Michael Jackson. I noticed that too, just in the style of the way he's singing. It's like very like, oh my gosh, like this is it like what's it called? Like what's the name? What's that style
it
of
was the
singing? It's oh my god. I was talking to somebody about this and I totally like forgot the style of singing, but that that's how like Michael Jackson sings. It's like this, is it staccato? I think it's might be staccato, but
I
just
don't
kind of
know,
yeah, like
but
the
I could see how people thought of Michael Jackson. I thought about the what's it
Thriller.
called? Like the Watching Me one, where it's like
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
always
yeah.
feel like
It was with Rockwell. It was Rockwell
yeah,
with Michael Jackson doing the backing vocal. Yeah, the
yeah.
chorus. Yeah, could see that.
Oh, and then back to Ghost. I noticed the beginning, the piano part. It sounded like on the Cairo Sleep album where he did the Take a Bow. The beginning of the piano part, it sounded like that too, and I was like, did I get the right song? And then I kept
Oh.
hearing it. I was like, oh, it is Ghost.
Okay. Oh, okay. That sorry, I got confused. I thought you with the every time from Britney Spears. I thought you were talking about "You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween." It was actually Ghost. Okay, now
Oh
I get it.
yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. And then
uh,
Verona.
yeah, so I saw someone say a song called Groovy Train. I had never heard of it, and I just looked it up. There's just like the little background keyboard part, it kind of sounded like it. So I just threw that in there. This is just what people have been saying all the songs. So I was like, I'm just going to include every single song, see what
Okay.
people think.
Groovy
Uh,
Train.
yeah, I think it was by The Farm, I think.
The
I
Farm.
don't know.
Okay.
I've never heard of it, but
Can we hear it?
yeah. I forgot what part it was. Oh,
Oh, okay.
you
Hear
hear?
it. Wow. Can you guys hear it? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Whoa.
I was like, that's interesting. So I added that in there.
Did Matt like listen to that song? That's pretty close. But like I would never say that Matt is like copying. I feel like it's
No.
definitely homages and like influence. Like I feel like when he does it, it's like because he respects the artist and like it's like a more an homage than like, oh, we're copying them, you know? And it's not like Vanilla Ice claiming that he wrote something that he did not write.
Exactly.
But yeah, wow, that does sound a lot like Verona. Wow, good job.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Euphoria, the beginning of it they're saying it sounds like Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah, I can kind
Yeah.
of see that. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Same with We Are FNF. There's a
Okay.
I even wrote down like the time. There's a part on that song and then another part in Knights of Sidonia where it sounds like that.
See,
I was
so
like, okay.
yeah, Sasha from Pitchfork, yeah, like they took from other artists, they took from themselves. But also like first of all, I want to be like, first of all, girl, they said that like it was a greatest hits of them. So yeah, they did kind of go back and like I guess use themselves as a muse.
Yeah.
um and but they acknowledge that and it's yeah, they're not I just feel like she like took it way too seriously. But yeah, so that was kind of like their purpose, like they wanted to make like kind of like a greatest hits. All right, so now discussion topic. All right, so should We Are FNF replace Times of Sidonia for closing? First of all, if you guys saw my reaction to We Are FNF, I said it should be a closer, like because I think it would be a good closer. And I said we need to mix it up. Like, why can't we change it up a little bit? Like we've had Knights of Sidonia as a closer for years. Like it's gonna.
So you're part of the Let's Replace It crew?
Yeah, I mean, and also I said in the video, like, I'm not saying Knights of Sidonia is a bad song. I feel like it's good to change things up. And Muse is, I feel like, a band who likes to change these things up, obviously, because they try different things. So I feel like they're already considering it. So obviously they liked my idea. They heard my video. They watched me. But yeah, I feel like we're not gonna die if Knights of Sidonia is not the closer, everyone. It's gonna be okay. So like, don't freak out. Of course, I think we should try something else. Doesn't mean Knights of Sidonia is a bad song. It's just it could be the second to last song. It could be maybe the opener. I don't know. I think it's okay to change these up. Let's promote the new music. All right. So okay.
I mean, I haven't seen it live, so I don't know what to think on that. So that's why it's hard for me to decide. Maybe they could close it with We Are F and F, and then come back for their encore, play their older stuff, and then close with Knights of Sidonia. I don't know, or vice versa.
Okay, that'll be a good compromise. See, Crystal doesn't want to make people mad. She's like, that way you can have a little bit of both. You can have both. you can have.
Can't we just compromise?
Yeah, you can have We Are FNF as a closer, but then Knights of Sidonia will actually close during the encore. Okay, all right, there you go. And sorry. Did you want to talk about if they would remove Knights of Sidonia in the set list, or is that, or did we already talked about that?
Oh yeah, I think we that's just kind of little things, like if they would just replace it in general, just to make room for their newer songs, or just other songs that they haven't played in forever, and just kind of replace it. It's just all set list, like what would you want to replace with what? Just songs that they've always played.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they have so many new songs, they have so many songs now, they could even replace it with songs that they don't even play at all.
Yeah, okay.
So it kind of like escalates from there.
All right, so we're gonna take a break. Let's see what people are saying in the comments about what we just talked about, because then I'm gonna go back and I'm not gonna know what everyone was referring to. So let's go and catch up real quick. Let's see. And Anthony Fantano, I don't know who you are, but we're still gonna like the album, even if you don't like it. Okay, you don't influence my opinion.
You can't tell us what to do.
Yeah, we won't stand down from liking Will of the People. we will kill or be killed for Muse, okay? Because they bring us euphoria. Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to squeeze as many Will of the People references as I can. Let's see. We already saw that. Okay. Okay, real quick. Fair Muse album. For me, Absolution. Crystal?
5. Right now,
Five.
it's this one.
4. Okay, that one. All right. Trev Cornwell, Abso-freaking-lutely at Sylvester Stir. Okay, so Bear More of Crystal. Yes, we saw that one. And then, oh my gosh, Will, we'll have to do another podcast for this one. What's your favorite album from the 9? We need time to think about that one. It's gonna be a whole other episode. Finger Joel, Sylvester 4. To be honest, some B-sides seem like songs made in 5 minutes, but yeah. What? I love a lot of the B-sides. Like, I wish they would have released some of the B-sides. Like Glorious. Well, Glorious, I guess, was released on Black Hole Revelations, but just the Japanese version, I think. But I feel like Glorious should have been an actual track in the main part of the album. And then Eternally Missed. Yeah, that one should have been included as well. It should have been released. Which order? Will, okay. We can't talk about we're talking about Will of the People today, okay? Well, we have to make a whole other episode just about album. This could be a very long episode. Trev Cornwell, I got the Knight Rider thing too. Yes. a lot. I didn't get that one right away, but then like when I did my reaction, but then a lot of people were like saying it in the comments, and I was like, oh yeah, now I see it. Yeah, Take on Me for One Cent Down. Staccato. Okay, that's a word. Okay, I was saying staccato like off camera to other people, and like, oh, like because Michael Jackson is like, that's the style of singing reminded me of like Michael Jackson, but then I didn't know. Like now that I'm on camera, it's like I forget. So thank you, Trev. Thank you. I was right. Okay. Trev, Starlight was the closer on Rome. Was that second law tour? Oh, it was really. I don't remember. I did see them on that tour. Where did I see them? Maybe LA. I don't remember. I've seen them on pretty much every tour since like Absolution. Thank you. Thankfully, been very lucky. Trev Cornwall, H8 Harp, KOC was first song. Yeah, I liked it as an opener. Like I love that show, the Wembley Harp show. I love that's probably like my favorite like live like Muse DVD because they've released like several. But I love that show. I love like the opening with the knights that Piotr. I forgot the name of the composer, but it's like from like Romeo and Juliet or something. But I love that opening when they come out walking to that. But yeah, Knights of Sidonia was
like,
the opener, and I liked it. What happened?
No, that sounds familiar. I'm trying to see if I saw that one too. I think it's when he's wearing his green pants, right?
Yeah, and they're like the outfit.
Yeah.
It's like very distinct. Like Muse is wearing Dom is wearing the green pants. Matt is wearing
I saw that one.
The black. The red, like kind of suit, but then he changes later. And then he does a cool thing like with butterflies with like he starts on the piano and then goes to the guitar. He's like, yeah, man, I'm Matt Bellamy. I can play multiple instruments. I love that show. It's so iconic. Trev Cornwall, harp finish with Take a Bow, which really worked well. Yeah. Come on, people. Let's change it up. Navier Stokes, would you like if Muse returns to the sound they had it? Of course I like that stuff, but I like, I'll listen to anything that they try, any new stuff because I just like even if I might not like every new song, like I appreciate just like they're not afraid that they take a risk, they'll be like, let's try this genre, let's try this. And usually I think it turns out pretty good, Would I like heavier stuff? Yes, but we got some heavy stuff here, we got like several heavier songs.
And it's always a good surprise too, because I've seen a lot of bands where they just keep going with their own genre, and then after some time they just get repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like listening to their newest album, and then you're just like, okay, I've heard this before. You did something similar. So with this, at least they're trying something new, and then you get to hear something new.
Yeah, like, okay, sorry if I offend any fans of this band, but a band that I think their songs all sound the same, I can't really tell much of a difference, is Nickelback. So,
oh my god!
Like, because I'm not saying that because like, oh, it's funny to make fun of them, but like seriously, I was working at a store. I was working the overnight shift, so there wasn't that many people in the store. We were just like, stocking all the merchandise, and this guy in the back was blasting this music, and I'm just like listening to it, and I'm like, who is this? I'm like, I can't even tell what song is which. They all sound the same. And I asked him like, what are you listening to? He's like, oh, it's Nickelback. I'm like, okay, well, I can't tell a difference between their songs. They all sound the same. So like that's one thing I like about Muse. Their song is like, you can hear like this beautiful piano ballad, and then like they're like saying we are FNF. Like, so it could be like multiple bands, but it's the same band. Whereas like Nickelback, I'm like, they sound the same. Sorry, dude. So sorry, any Nickelback fans. Yeah. Trev, favorite Absolution for sure. Yeah. Just Team Absolution, yeah. Stockholm Too Close, just an idea. Yeah, I love Stockholm Syndrome. So anytime they play, I freak the F out. So yeah. And Time Is Running Out. Because that was the first two Muse songs I ever heard were Time Is Running Out and Stockholm Syndrome. So I love them forever. Finger Joel, I think Absolution is the first album where Muse finally built their own identity and sounded like no one else, Radiohead or other band. To me, it's the most solid album. Yeah, I think it's just I actually recorded, okay guys, I recorded a whole album, no, I recorded a whole episode about absolution. I have a guest on. He is someone who's never heard of absolution, but he's heard of Muse, but he's never heard absolution, but he's knowledgeable about like classical music, so I had him listen to it. So I do have an episode all about absolution. I just haven't had time to edit it because it's long, because we go through each song. And also, we've had all these news about, the new album. So right now I'm like focusing on the new album, but eventually I'm going to put out that episode. So an episode on absolution is coming. Just be ready. It's going to be probably a 2-hour long episode. So it's very long. But if you love absolution, hopefully you'll enjoy the episode. Then Trev Cornwall, Morricone or something. Oh, Andrea Morricone. Yeah, but that's not the one. Like when they come into HARP, I think it's called Dance of the Nights. Yeah, it's called Dance of the Nights, and it's Sergei Prokofiev. That's who the composer is, and the song that's the one when they're coming out like just walking. The song is called Dance of the Nights. The dun 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 dun. I love it. Oh, I love it. Because I love classical music, so I'm like, yes. Will, he said they might keep Knights of Sidonia in the set list in the middle like they did in the second law and fully close. Okay, so it might be the opposite of what Crystal said. We'll see who's right once we go and see the shows. Okay. Somebody from Muse's team might be watching. They're gonna be getting all their ideas from us. Trev, did anyone notice the remote control guitar stand lawnmower on HARP? Oh wait, I think I might have seen it. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw that show, but I think I might have seen it. Navier, Matt said that he got inspired to do heavy songs in this album because his son listens to Slipknot. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, man, his son is so cool. But I mean, he also has Matt Bellamy as a dad, so that makes sense. That's why he's cool. Even though Matt says he's so lame, I'm just like, I mean, yeah, you're kind of a dad, kind of dorky.
With his dad moves.
Cool. Yeah, he's like dorky but awesome, and at the same time. Silver Saint, nickel bags. Yeah, right. They sound the same. Sorry, guys.
I actually went to see them once in concert because my mom won tickets somehow, and I was in high school, I think, and she's like, "I don't want to go. You could go." So I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go." And I left like after 2 songs. I was like, "I can't deal with this."
Wait, like
so I tried.
But why? Like, was it just like why did you leave?
It was just boring.
Oh, it was boring.
Yeah. The opener song, who was the opener song? I think it was like Huba sang or something. I forgot who the opener was, but the opener was way better. And I was like, yeah, like it got me so pumped. And then once Nickelback came, I was just like, okay, I'm done. So I enjoyed the opening band. At least.
Wow. That's the first time I've ever heard someone say they like the opening band more than the headliner. Wow.
I mean, at least I didn't pay for it, so.
Oh, that's really bad, Nickelback. Like, I mean,
I'm sorry.
I will say, okay, come on. I mean, I don't want them to think I hate them. Not that they're watching. I'm pretty sure Nickelback's not watching this. But like, I will say one song I do like that Chad Kroeger, the lead singer of Nickelback, he did with Josie Scott for the Spider-Man film, the one with Tobey Maguire. So back in the day, but they did a song called Hero. And I really like that song. Like, I think that is a good song, but it's also not a Nickelback song. It's a collaboration. Chad Kroeger, Josie Scott. If you haven't heard of it, listen to it. I think that one is actually really good. Like, I listened to it recently, and I hadn't listened to it in years because I remember when it came out, and I was like, oh, I liked it, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then I don't know, sometime like it just came into my mind. I'm like, oh, I remember they did a song together, and then I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, this is a good song. So Nickelback fans, I do like that one song that Chad Kroeger did with Josie Scott. Okay, so there's potential. Okay, it's not that like they don't have any talent. I feel like they do have some talent. It's just the songs.
They just need help from other people.
Maybe they need Muse to produce an album. Like that would be how different. Like would that be? And I mean, yeah, I mean, they could learn something from Muse. If like Nickelback, like your live shows are not great, go to a Muse show. Like, I mean, Oh, Matt, he got inspired by Rage Against the Machine shows. To him, that's his number one favorite live band. So he influenced they influenced Muse. Maybe Muse can influence Nickelback's live shows, and hopefully they won't be so boring. Or people will leave after 2 songs. So yeah, sorry we're talking a little bit too much about Nickelback. Let's go. Kill Hall.
This is a Muse podcast, we swear.
Kill Hall said, I have been reminiscing on In Your World. Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah, I love it. We have so many good ones. Finger Joel, do you like Muse happy songs or dark dramatic songs? In Will of the People, I felt most of them not so serious as other albums. I think like my favorites probably like the darker ones. But I still like their like happier ones because like Euphoria, like I'm like, yeah, it makes me like happy. Like I want to like go and like dance. So
for sure. I love singing the darker ones, like the more dramatic ones. I love to sing it in my car. But then like if I'm just working where I can't sing, then I like to hear the happier ones.
Mm-hmm. And also I like, when I'm trying to get people into Muse, I kind of like try to find out what they like. So if they tend to like more like poppy, happier stuff, I'll like show them, oh, let's you listen to this. I won't show them like the harder Muse stuff, just like the poppier stuff, and then maybe they can get into Muse that way. If there's someone who maybe likes more darker stuff, I'll be like, okay, or maybe metal, I'll be like, here, listen to Kill or Be Killed, we are FNF'd, like I'll be like, yeah, it's my thing, So that's kind of the cool thing about Muse is I feel like if you really listen to like all their songs, no matter what you like, there's something for everyone, except maybe like country. I don't know that too many country. But yeah, that's the next thing. The next Muse that was gonna be country. Trev Cornwall. Oh, sorry, was thinking you were referring to Nights. Oh, okay. I don't know what you were talking about. It's been too many comments. Navier, does anyone in your family listen to Muse because of you? No. For me, no. They know I love Muse, but they don't listen to Muse.
They hear it when I hear it.
Yeah, I remember like, okay, so when I first heard about Muse, like I said, Time Is Running Now was the first song I ever heard. So I loved it so much that I burned it. Back in the day when you can burn CDs, okay? I downloaded it and I burned it on the CD. And that was the only song on the CD, and I just played it on repeat on like a little stereo I had. And my sister was like, stop playing that song. That's the only song. And I was like, it's really good for like the whole week. I was just like, time is running out. Time is running out. And it's been almost 20 years because that was 2003 when I discovered them. Almost 20 years. And I could still listen to a song on repeat and not get tired of it. So that's why I think that's like one of their it's just one of the best songs I think ever for me. It's just, I'll never get tired of it. And speaking of Time Is Running Out, well, apparently I didn't pick this up right away, but apparently in like Euphoria, like the pre-chorus, the music is kind of similar. It's like kind of like a throwback to like the pre-chorus to Time Is Running Out. So thank you guys for pointing that out. I didn't like pick it up right away, but then when somebody pointed it out, I was like, oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of, again, Muse kind of like throwing it back to themselves, using stuff from their own songs. Dramatic Butterflies. Yep, I love that song so much. Navier, my mom. Oh, at night. So Trev to at night. Navier. He said, my mom joined me on 4 or 5 shows she loves unintended. Oh, that's cool. That's nice when your family shares the love. And yeah, unintended, beautiful song. Oh my gosh, the version that Matt at Wembley, the harp show, that is just so beautiful. I love that version. Like if I have a wedding, like I'm just gonna play that. Like I don't need to get an actual musician. I'm just gonna have that on a big screen and like we're gonna dance to Unintended, Matt Bellamy's version at Wembley Stadium because it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Will, he said, I hope they bring back Dead Star or Invincible for a tour. That would be amazing, but like I don't think it's gonna happen. Because they have so many songs, and I feel like they are gonna try to play like maybe not all of the ones from this album, but as many as they can. So yeah, it would be the longest show ever if they're like, we're gonna play every song. They're gonna have to do like one album per night, which I've said that they need to do. Jay
I
Malera.
agree.
Yeah. During the simulation theory era, Muse played some festival that was streamed and Nickelback played right before. Oh wow. Someone would have had to stay just to see Muse. Oh my what? I wonder what festival was that? If someone can let us know. Oh my gosh. Well, at least like I guess like whoever I hope some Nickelback fans stayed and then they're like, wow, Muse was way better. They're like, what were we thinking like Nickelback? Like they're so boring compared to wow, that's crazy. Wow. Thanks for sharing that. I did not know that they played like the same stage. That's crazy. Jose Landa, favorite song from Origin of Symmetry. Mine is Microcuts. For me, I don't know. I really like Bliss. I feel like I might pick Bliss because I like playing on the piano the intro. Arpeggio, baby. What about you?
It's the last song. I'm blanking now.
Megalomania?
Yeah, every time I'm on live with you, I always forget everything.
Same.
So
I
I'm just
forget
like,
too.
I
I
know
forgot
it.
staccato. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, Megalomania.
Okay. And then Saul Ozuna Art. What Muse song is your least favorite? Probably the one that I skip. Okay, but like now, okay, so I kind of like it now because there's another version of it, so that's why. So my least favorite is gonna be Guiding Light.
Oh
So
yeah, you mentioned that.
yeah, I don't really like Guiding Light from the Resistance. I don't hate. I skip it. But when Matt released his version with Jeff Buckley's guitar on his Cryo Sleep LP, that one I liked. So I do like a version of it, just not the one from the Resistance. So now I can say I do like Guiding Light, but I just like Matt's solo version better. Sorry guys. What about you, Crystal? Sorry. What's your least favorite? Do you have one?
I don't even want to say because I don't want to say that there's a least favorite, but if I'm gonna choose, it's gonna be Dig Down. That's the one I always skip.
Okay, all right. That one took me a while, but then I saw it live. That helped, and then I just like the like everyone like the gospel choir at the end. I got really into it. So, but I can see.
Well,
yeah.
when I saw the DVD, it didn't help. I was like, I'll still skip it. I was like,
Okay.
I don't know why. I just skip it. Even when I watch it live, I'm like, I'm still gonna skip it.
Oh, okay. All right. So there you go.
Maybe I just have to hear it more and more. I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. People have different opinions. Oh wait. So Saul said same. I think when I said Guiding Light. So okay, I'm not the and then Navier, favorite song from Gabriel. Okay, Navier, we're talking about one of the people, guys. We will get to those probably a different episode because I also have to go. I have somewhere I need to be and I want to get to the other stuff that Crystal sent me. So we're gonna get back to that, you guys. We're trying to focus on other people. I appreciate that you guys want to know though. So let's get back to some of the other stuff, the awesome, really cool things that she sent me. So here, just so you guys can, we're not going to go through all the references because we don't really have time, but here it's just so you guys, if you want to get like a screenshot or something of all the references that Crystal got from You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween. Very helpful because like I don't know a lot of like I know Stephen King, like I know who he is, but like I haven't seen all his movies. So I did recognize later. Was there like a reference to what is it called? See, now I forget everything when I'm on camera. Poltergeist with the hand in the screen. I don't know.
It's on there.
Okay.
Right there, 128, hand out of the screen from Poltergeist.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I saw. I was like, I think that's a Poltergeist reference. And then yes, the at the end, Toccata in Fugue, D minor by Strauss. Okay, cool. That's one I picked.
And then I noticed when he's doing the mask reveal, the last one was the one from Slipknot.
Yes.
They keep talking about Slipknot. I was like, oh, okay.
Classic. I'm glad like Muse did that because that is one of my favorite like Muse videos of all time. Just Dom being so freaking hilarious and like Matt's laugh. He has like I love Matt's laugh. Like he has like the best laugh ever. Like when I was watching the Zane Lowe interview, like the recent one he did, and like Zane Lowe was like making him laugh because he was like kind of like imitating Matt. Like Matt's laugh, he's just is so cute. It's just like very like he's giddy. I don't know like how to describe it, but like I love Matt's laugh. Like there probably is already a video of like a compilation of Matt's laughing.
Probably.
Yeah. He has one of the best laughs ever. All right. So here's a tweet if you want to read that tweet that you got. Or no, it's a comment, sorry.
Yeah, so just this person posted on the Muse page on Facebook, just said, first listen, disappointed, hoped for a lot more, and Kill or Be Killed style song, but I get what they're doing and it'll probably sound better the second time. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. I saw a lot of people commenting on that, and then just on other posts they're commenting saying at first listen they weren't really into it, and then it just grew on them. Like the whole album in general, which I could see that.
Yeah, I kind of felt like for me this one that wasn't the case for me. This one I got into it like right away, like all the songs, but for me it was like that with probably the last few albums. Especially like Simulation Theory, that one was probably the longest that it took me a while to get into it, but now I listen to it and I enjoy it. But that one was the one that probably took me the longest to like appreciate. And
it took everyone the longest for that one.
Because
I feel like maybe, I don't know.
Then this next tweet by Matt Bellamy, you want to share it?
Planning a North America arena tour, I think February through April 2023. Might do Mexico just before.
Woohoo! Everyone, get the money ready for the pre-sale. Everyone, if you're not a Muse.mu member, sign the F up because that's how you get the pre-sale codes. Don't wait till before, because I knew some fans that like didn't sign up, like they're not members, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't get the pre-sale code." And I'm like, "You have to be a member, so sign up and be a member." And I get the pre-sale code. All right, and I can't wait. The only thing is, like, it better not coincide with, because I do have a wedding in March. I cannot miss that wedding. Please don't have the concert. Well, you know what? If they're doing, I'll just fly to another city. It's fine because I've done it before. But
yeah, for tours like this, they'll do multiple cities, I think.
Yeah. Okay. If not, I mean,
I'll do all the cities in my area. I'll just do all of it. I don't care.
I would love to be able to like have that much money to just be able to like follow him on like every tour, like just every show for a whole tour. That'd be amazing. Yeah. So let's see what else. Oh, another comment. That's
this was my favorite. Another one on the Muse page. Hauntingly beautiful. This album is so addictive, and with each play, it's becoming my favorite album of all time, even surpassing Showbiz.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. That's see how it's so interesting. That's why I wanted to do this. It's like so interesting, just the different reactions. Like this one's, you know, even some people here saying it's like their favorite album. This person saying it's their favorite album, and freaking reviewers saying it's like the worst. Or like Anthony Fantano didn't like it. Okay, whatever, Anthony.
I could just unlike all his videos right now.
No, please don't. If you do, don't say that we told you. Okay, don't get us into it.
No.
Fun fact. So yeah, share this fun fact that you found.
So yeah, free your sons and unlock your daughters, because Matt Bellamy actually had, he had Elle, he had Bing doing the backups for Will of the People, and then Chris and all his chillins, they did the backup for Will of the People. So all those voices that you're hearing, it's all in the family. They're all there.
That's freaking awesome. Chris had his whole, football soccer team in there. Yeah, I didn't know that. So that's like, that made me like so happy.
It's, and then Dom is just Dom.
Dom is just him. I love Dom.
I was like, you could have included someone, Dom.
Yeah. So another fun fact, if you want to share this one, I thought this was really cool too.
Yeah. So in You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween, that one little part where it's like, I'm your number one fan, that's by Elle.
I wondered about that when I listened to it because I remember like I think Matt said that he just said, "Oh, we had an actress record this," but he didn't say it was his wife. I'm like, because I was like, who? I always wondered. I'm like, who is the girl? Who is it? And it's Elle. Matt, why didn't you say it was her? Come on. He wanted to keep it a secret, maybe. But I also wonder. I don't know if anyone knows this, but like, I don't know if it's just me, but in Ghosts, is it Ghost or Verona? Or no, I think it's in no. I don't know if it's a Ghost or Verona. I have to listen to the songs now. But one of them, it sounds like there's a girl singing with him. But I don't know if it's Ghost of Verona right now.
Was
Like I
it?
would yeah, like not the entire time. Oh my, is it in Ghost or Verona? It's one of those songs.
I don't know. I'll have to listen to it
Yeah,
all again.
I don't remember. See, now that I'm like on camera, I don't remember. But one of those songs, not the entire song, but like at one point, like maybe in the second chorus or something like that, second verse, I feel like I hear like a female in the background, like singing just with him. And I'm like, who is it? So I'm like, maybe it's Elle? I don't know. Now that I see the Elle right there, maybe she sang with him too. Someone let me know if you also heard that too. Maybe on the vinyl, once I get it, maybe like Christmas time, I can hear it better and see if there actually is like a female voice in the back. But it's either in Ghost or Verona. I'm kind of annoyed that I don't remember which one it was. But like every time I hear it, I'm like, is that I think that's a female singing with him. Yeah. But again, it's not the entire song. It's just like she comes in from what I hear, like in like a second chorus or second verse or something. So yeah, someone let me know if you also hear like a woman. If you have the vinyl as well. So so Muse. So the critics, the new album is ridiculous, chaotic, derivative mess that sounds like someone ate all of their albums and bleeped them out, pooped them out. And Muse fans are saying classic. See? That's why, you just make up your own opinion. You don't have to go by what the critics are saying. And this one I don't understand because I haven't seen the movie. So,
Oh, okay then.
yeah, if you could describe it for like the people who are just listening to the podcast as well.
Okay. Yeah, so it's from Ratatouille. He's a critic, just
Mm.
eating food and just reviewing all the food. So this one, they made a particular food for him, and then when he takes a bite, as soon as he takes a bite, it takes him back to his childhood. And he's
Oh,
remembering like his
okay.
first bite. Yeah, see? So that's what they're trying to say. Like people hearing "We Are F and F," as soon as they hear it, it takes them back to Knights of Sidonia.
Okay, yeah. Now that I'm like listening to it in my head, now I can kind of see the Knights of Sidonia. Yeah, the similarity. Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, thanks for explaining that. And then this one goes. This one I don't really get either. If you could explain, this one's for those of you who are just listening. This is just a Loki meme. So he's like crying. If you could, yeah.
So because of how sad Ghost is and how it sounds, so you kind of get in that mood of just like, oh my gosh, yes, very sad. And then it goes into me, you make me feel like Halloween. So he's like, anyways, let's get back to our happiness.
Okay.
Right after this, I actually made a little meme video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. This is really funny. Real quick, okay.
Okay, now so guys, just while you're doing that, I just want to say I think the song that I was thinking of where I think it's like I feel like I hear like a woman singing. I think it's Verona. I think it may be like the second verse or second chorus. Am I crazy? Someone please tell me if you also hear maybe like a female singing in the background, just very faint singing with Matt. All right. So did you find what you were
Well, I sent it to you, but I don't know if you want to play it or if I should just hold up my phone for it.
yeah, if you want to like to the microphone.
Maybe we could hear it. Oh no! Here it is. I don't know if you're able to hear it though.
Well, yeah, and then so it was Peter from Family Guy.
Yeah, because he's like crying in his car because he's hearing a sad song, but then the next song is just really happy. So then he just forgets that he was sad.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's exactly how it was with this album because it goes from Ghost to You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween.
Yeah. And then these beautiful paintings.
Imagine.
I kind of thought maybe these paintings were like a reference to like Dorian Gray, if anyone knows that book. I love that book. That's one of my favorite books. If you know Dorian Gray, you know, he basically kind of stays young forever with this painting. Well, in the painting ages. So that's the thing. Like painting ages, but he stays young forever. So maybe like they're not old in the picture, so maybe it wasn't a Dorian Gray reference, but I thought maybe it would be. But yeah, I would definitely love to have those paintings. Dom looks so serious. Yeah. And I think that's about it. Yeah. So thank you, Crystal, for all the of your work, getting all that awesome stuff, because I definitely would not have time to have done all of that. So
that was a lot of fun.
Yay. Everyone give Crystal a hand for her work.
Oh,
see, a lot of work goes into these podcasts, a lot of time. Okay, so let's go into, so I actually gonna have to go soon. And also it's late where I'm at. But yeah, it's gonna be up late today. But let's just get into some of the last comments right here. Jay Millara, on the topic of family, I actually got into Muse because of my brother. He had Hysteria as his alarm in 2003. My mom and I picked it up after. We even saw Muse in 2015 for the first time, now in October. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm like that you can share Muse with your family. I've been to some Muse shows by myself, so. Silver Saint, Sit the F Down. Yes, classic. They need to make a song called Sit the F Down. You know, they already have We Are FNF'd. Why not have one called Sit the F Down? And then it starts with just samples of Dom, sit the F down. And that could be like Dominic's first time ever like singing on a song, having vocals. Well, he did have a little bit on Supermassive Black Hole, but Trev Cornwall, I got into Muse because Hysteria was the theme tune for MotoGP in British TV many moons ago. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that they used Hysteria as a theme song. Matt Bell, wow, that's legit. I don't know what you're referring to, but maybe that it was the theme song. Well, I can't remember which song it is, but it's got a bit of bliss on the new album. Maybe Euphoria, because Euphoria and bliss kind of synonyms, you know. Trev Cornwall, come to England and see them at Milton Keynes Bowl next year. I'll buy you a drink. I would love to see them in the UK, but yeah, I can't, unfortunately. Not. I mean, I want to, but I have so much going on here. I have a lot of family. You know, oh, we want to get married. Oh, we're having this other thing going on. Oh, we're having a birthday party. So I'm doing all these trips. Yeah, freaking. Let me go see Muse in the UK. No, I'm just kidding. Can you get married next year? That'd be cool. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Helder Diaz. Does anyone love Queen's influence on the album? Yes, I do. I love Queen. So more Queen is fine. Matt Bell, it's a meme reference to Jeremy Clark going, oh no, anyway. Oh, transition from emotion to the next is pretty quick. Oh, okay. Jeremy Clark from... Is he from...
I don't know.
No, I think I know. I forgot the name of that show. Is it about cars? Auto Gear or something like Gear? It's a show about cars, because I think I've watched some of it and I thought it was pretty funny. So Trev Cornwall said yes, he loves Queen, so yes, he's okay with the Queen influence. And Matt Bell, the meme. Okay, so that one. Okay, so it's the same one. All right, well, that's about it. Thank you guys for joining at this lively discussion over an hour long. Whoa! Oh, Top Gear, yes. Well, thank you, Top Gear. That is the show I was thinking of. I don't even know anything about cars, but I've seen a few episodes of that, and the guys were really funny. So, good show. If you can make someone who doesn't know anything about cars enjoy a car show, you did a good job. Yeah, Top Gear. So, thank you guys. So, anything else you want to say, Will? Will of the people. It's just okay. So, Crystal, anything that you want to say before we wrap up this episode of Musecast?
Just amazing album. Everyone go listen to it. I know you've already listened to it. Just listen to it more. That's all I could say, really. Just even the people that haven't listened to it, just make them listen to it.
Just force them, tie them down.
I mean, I forced my husband already. I was like, you're gonna listen to it when I get the album, so he listened to it.
And what has he said?
He said it was pretty good.
Is there any song that he likes, or he pretends he doesn't like any of them? He's like,
you know what? I don't know. I'm gonna ask him.
Okay.
I think he was just kind of like, okay.
What is he like? What are his? He better not be Nickelback. Like,
no, I know he likes Daft Punk. So
okay, Daft Punk. That's good. I love Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Well, he still listens to Compliance. That's more, and Simulation Theory. Okay, that's how you get him. He's a Daft Punk fan. Have him listen to Simulation Theory and Compliance. Then he'll be a Muse fan. You're having him listening to the wrong album.
He's heard every album. So
well, tell him to listen to Simulation Theory on repeat, and then he'll like them since he likes Daft Punk. So.
Yeah, he likes Simulation Theory actually.
See, that's how you get them. All right, you have to figure out what they like.
But I want them to like everything.
Maybe eventually. Work in progress. You have the rest of your life. And just before we end, I just want to put up the Muser, his info, his social media for you guys saw his cover with his girlfriend. You heard her. She was in the video, but you heard her. It's Sasha Lee Collins, Instagram at Sasha Lee Collins, and SoundCloud Sasha Lee Collins. So thank you for sending your cover. Again, if any of you guys do any Muse covers, please, send me a link or something on Instagram at Musecast Pod on Instagram, and I would love to feature it because I like to feature Muser covers. There's so many, especially like with all the the whole album that was out. Like there's a ton of covers. So yeah, if you could just send me one, that'd be cool. I will show it and show your social media as well. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And I guess any last comments from me? Just I enjoy the album. Ghost is beautiful. Killer. We Are FNF did not disappoint. I was really looking forward to hearing that song when I first saw the title. I'm like so curious about it, and I freaking love it. So it's definitely very we're very accurate for this time. Like that's just how I feel too. So it was perfect.
Yes.
And Trev Cornwall, one last comment. That was very cool. Thank you. See you all. Thank you guys. See you on the next episode of Musecast. Probably do a couple other ones relating to this album. Definitely gonna make a vlog at the show in October. And look forward to an Absolution episode maybe a little bit later, because right now we're really just talking about this album right now, but don't worry, I did record a whole episode on Absolution, so just stay tuned for that and follow the podcast on Instagram and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. Thank you everyone for commenting and watching. We love you guys. Bye. Keep listening to Muse. Yeah. See you next time. Thanks, Crystal, for coming again. Bye.
Thank you.